total number of coronavirus cases in the Philippines breaches 50,000 as the Philippines enters its fifth month under a state of public health emergency due to the coronavirus pandemic. The Health Department or DOH on Thursday, July 9, reports a total of 51,754 confirmed cases, the second highest in Southeast Asia. Out of that number, 37,627 are active cases, the highest in the region. There are no additional deaths from the 1,314 registered late Wednesday night, July 8, the first time this happened since March 19. But the DOH says the count still needs to be validated. On Wednesday, the DOH reported another record high in confirmed cases, 2,539, beating the record 2,434 new cases on Sunday, July 5. About half of the new cases reported on Wednesday came from Metro Manila at 883, while 369 came from Central Visayas. Meanwhile, the Philippines sets a tentative timeline to begin Phase 3 clinical trials for a coronavirus vaccine by October 2020. In a DOH briefing Wednesday, University of the Philippines professor Nina Gloriani says the government is in talks with the World Health Organization and different vaccine developers to join trials that will test a potential cure to the disease. The trial can last anywhere from at least 6 months to 1 year. Partyless Congressman Joseph Stephen Paduano of Abang Lingkod and Ron Salo of Kabayan withdraw their authorship of the bills granting ABS-CBN a franchise. During the House hearing on Thursday, July 9, Paduano says the network's alleged tax violations were the last straw for him.
Though, Mr. Chairman, it is hard for me, I came to a conclusion that I am withdrawing my co-authorship of House Bill number 3713 that aims to grant the renewal of the franchise of ABS-CBN.
Paduano also apologizes to the bill's principal author, Parañaque City Representative Joy Mayra Tambunting.
Mr. Chairman, before I end, I wish to ask for apology and understanding of my distinguished colleagues, Representative Joy Tambunting, the principal author of the said House Bill, and to ABS-CBN President, Sir Carlo Katigbak, sir, and to the ABS-CBN family.
Paduano zeroes in on ABS-CBN subsidiary Big Dipper, which House Deputy Speaker Rodante Marcoleta claims the network used as a tax shield.
Big Dipper is perceived as a tax shield for the media giant. Legally, Mr. Speaker, there is nothing wrong with Big Dipper as a PESA-registered company, but ABS-CBN has been funneling some of its income to Big Dipper, which gives some moral points that it is doing so to avoid paying taxes.
Paduano's withdrawal comes after Salo announced his withdrawal of the primary authorship of House Bill number 6901 on Monday, July 6, which will grant ABS-CBN a new franchise after its old one lapsed on May 4. The about-face of the authors come at a crucial time for ABS-CBN. The members of the House Legislative Franchises Committee could vote on the network's fate on Friday, July 10, though no final date for the voting has been announced. Meanwhile, Senator Ronald De La Rosa says ABS-CBN employees should just work hard and find a new job if Congress does not grant the media network a new franchise. De La Rosa offers the advice in response to questions about the possible effects of an ABS-CBN shutdown, especially in the middle of the pandemic, which had already caused businesses to shut down and more than 7 million to lose their jobs. But when told that jobs are scarce because of the pandemic and the economic situation, De La Rosa agrees, saying everyone is affected. Without a new franchise, ABS-CBN says it may start laying off employees by August due to financial constraints. There are a total of 11,071 employees affected by the network shutdown. De La Rosa says the denial of franchise will not affect the information landscape.
Ako, wala ko nakita epekto dahil kung sabihin nyo, mawalan din ng news. Meron maman din yung ibang news outfits na nagpi-perform. So, wala ko nakita nga epekto. Sa akin, sa buong community as a whole, wala rin ako nakikita. Ilang bilyon ba ang tax na nire-remit ng ABS-CBN sa gobyerno? Kung ganun kalaki, di may epekto ito sa revenue collection. Pero kung maliit lang, baka hindi gaano.
Members of the European Parliament's Media Working Group call on President Rodrigo Duterte to drop all charges against Rappler CEO Maria Ressa and former researcher Ray Santos Jr. In a letter addressed to Duterte dated Tuesday, July 7, the group says the cyber libel conviction of Ressa and Santos is part of an orchestrated campaign of legal harassment. The EP members note that Ressa, together with Rappler, faces 7 other cases that expose her to almost 100 years in prison as a result of all these cases. The EP members express concern that Ressa and Santos' arrest sends a message to journalists that they will be imprisoned for critical reporting. On June 15, Ressa and Santos were sentenced to a minimum of 6 months and 1 day to a maximum of 6 years in jail over charges filed by businessman Wilfredo Keng. The conviction focused global attention to the state of media freedom in the Philippines, where Duterte's administration is cracking down on independent outlets such as Rappler and ABS-CBN. Australia offers pathways to permanent residency for thousands of people from Hong Kong. Prime Minister Scott Morrison says his government is also suspending its extradition agreement with Hong Kong. In addition to extending the visas of 10,000 Hong Kongers already in the country, Australia also opens the door to thousands more to start a new life there. Morrison's announcement comes a day after China opened a new office in Hong Kong for its security agents to oversee implementation of the security law, targeting acts of subversion, secession, terrorism, and foreign collusion. The law is the most radical change in Hong Kong's freedom since Britain handed the city back to China in 1997 under an agreement designed to preserve its freedoms for 50 years. Meanwhile, New Zealand Foreign Minister Winston Peters says his country is also reviewing its relationship with Hong Kong because of the new law. A report claiming actress Bela Padilla is dead is false. The false report says Padilla was declared dead on her arrival after she was gunned down in her car. Padilla is alive and active on her social media platforms. The claim was being circulated as early as July 4, but Padilla has been active on her verified account since then. She posted on Instagram on July 6 and was retweeting posts on Twitter on July 7. Multiple links flagged by Facebook Claim Check contain variations of this claim. Once clicked, they redirect to a site containing a headline on Padilla's death. Other posts also misspelled Padilla's name. The pages also embedded a video with the 24 Horas logo in the thumbnail. Once clicked, it prompts the viewer to share the video before continuing to watch it. The link to the embedded video on the website leads to a GMA news report on a shooting incident of a different woman.